How hard is entrepreneurship? This is the weekly question this video will cover. Arnold and I have been entrepreneurs for 8 years, and there's one lesson we've learned is that entrepreneurship is first and foremost a fight against yourself. This is not something entrepreneurs like to talk about often, but we want to be open on this question. Our first startup house trip in many ways are quite successful. We have raised $70 million, employ more than 600 staff throughout the year in 3 offices, have tens of thousands of customers, and the company was eventually sold to TripAdvisor in 2016.
We experienced so much during our years at House Trip. Our very naive excitement at the beginning, when it was just us, the founders, the extreme depression when we launched the website the first time and literally no one cared, hiring and firing people, raising a lot of money and negotiating with investors, opening offices, dealing with government bureaucracy, coming within inches of bankruptcy at least 5 or 6 times. It was such an intense experience.
This Mark Andreessen's quote vividly describes the life of an entrepreneur, especially the terror part.
Yes, terror. I remember we had many horror stories at House Trip. Like, for instance, we had one at the beginning. A friend of mine, well, he was a friend of mine, emphasis on was, had come to the company as an early employee, and we had given him some shares. And things weren't working out. He was not like the best employee, always coming, very late at the office, around lunchtime, still half drunk from the night before, really not doing much work. And so I decided that that had to stop. We had to part ways, and that corresponded to a time when we were raising our first VC round. So it was a pretty stressful period for me because we had to raise money, otherwise the company would go bankrupt. It was the first time I was negotiating with VCs, and so if some of you have negotiated with VCs, your first time is typically quite a stressful experience. And unfortunately, we had to have that guy, the early employee, we had to have his signature for the deal with the VCs to go through, since we had made him a shareholder and not a stock option holder, and we had no shareholders agreement or anything. So yeah, we made that mistake. Being the nice guy that he was, he saw an opportunity to blackmail us, basically. So he said, okay, I'll sign, but only if you give me money. And so that was incredibly stressful because we had to tell the VC that with the money we were raising from them, part of that had to go to pay off that guy to go away. And of course that compromised the deal. They were not happy at all about that, and also, I had to negotiate that guy down because he wanted way too much money, and so I was being in the middle of all that, and the company being days to bankruptcy. That was an incredibly stressful situation. In the end, it worked out. The VCs invested, we had money to pay off the guy, he went away. But I think I didn't sleep during like 6 days or something, incredibly stressful.
As an employee, your responsibilities are clear and often quite narrow, while as an entrepreneur, you're kind of responsible for everything from raising millions of dollars investment to making sure your office didn't run out of coffee. Everyone just counts on you, and it really can have a big impact on your health. For me, after working for House Trip for 6 years and a lot of stress, my body just kind of gave up. I developed a very serious thyroid disease, kind of have to stop working for more than a year. I'm much better now, but it was pretty tough.
entrepreneur, there are times when everything pushes you to quit. The whole experience is so crushing that your mind begs for you to stop. Elon Musk has this great quote. He says, "I will not wish a startup on my worst enemy." And it's a great quote because it's just, that's what it is. It's just so hard sometimes that you really don't wish it on anyone. Your mind, starts playing so many tricks on you to just give up. And that's why, in fact, those who succeed are often not the smartest ones or the ones with the best ideas, but the toughest ones, the most resilient ones, those able to withstand the most pressure.
Also, the experience is so intense, it's easy for you to make decisions based on emotions. The decision designed to ease the pressure, to ease the psychological pain.
Examples of that are unfortunately plenty at Housetrip. For instance, 6 months after we launched, we still hadn't found a way to acquire customers. We had tried many things. Email marketing, telemarketing, attending conferences, social media, PR, you name it. We even, changed the design of the website completely from the ground up, but nothing worked.
The idea that our baby startup will not work out was so stressful. It kind of pushed us to make the wrong decision, basically using Google AdWords as our main acquisition channel. It is the pain and it's an easy way. Basically, we pay to appear high in Google's AdWords and it brings us a lot of traffic. The problem is that we have to pay more and more to Google in order to grow. At the end, we kind of become completely dependent and it's like a drug addiction.
We should have been tougher. We should have done the right thing, which is work on the product until we found the right product market fit, develop a strong brand and a strong community of people who loved us, not buy traffic. That Google AdWords decision taken to basically ease the pain at a very emotional time led us directly to an impossible situation where we faced only two choices. We could either keep growing, but we would never be profitable as a company and ultimately we would crash, or we could man up to the situation and shrink dramatically.
So a lesson learned hard way. No matter how painful it is, you should always make the best decision for your business, not for your mental well-being. Now at Loving VR, we're starting to feel the pressure in many ways. Our videos are getting more and more popular, but they're not exactly viral. We contacted a few journalists, but they're not even bothered to reply to us. The world is not eager to know what we're doing. Making a startup success seems like a long and hard road again. But it's up to us to not let pressure get to us. We need to be resilient and to make rational decisions. I really hope this video is kind of useful to you. Entrepreneurship is hard, really hard. All entrepreneurs suffer and you are not alone. Be resilient and make rational decisions, and hopefully all the hard work will pay off. This is the end of our weekly question. If you like us, please give a thumb up and subscribe to our channel. You could also check out our other videos, especially Anu's weekly product updates. This time, Anu and I will make the first VR date. You should definitely check out. Okay, so see you next week. Bye bye.